This is what I call a tinnitus cross meditation. This is for people who've done some work on themselves and are able to drop beneath the furious theatre of thinking in the head down into the experience of the body and the symbolic mind and the energetic mind. It's inspired from a teaching that I was given from the Karuna Institute in Devon, England, based on the whole sense of midline, a vertical axis going from the crown of the head down through the tailbone towards the ground. So what I'd like you to do is to sit comfortably and to have your feet on the ground and your seat firm on the chair, and just slightly stretch up so you can feel your crown lifting up towards the sky above you. And if you can, get a sense of your sitting bones and the tailbone pointing down to the ground. And if you can just orient to the midline, so the vertical axis from the top of your crown all the way down the spine to the ground. And if you can't feel it, a really nice way of engaging with it is to, if you just slightly rotate your neck to the left and right, you can get a sense of your head. So you've got the central axis at the top, and you can feel the neck spine, how it's able to rotate sideways, and that gives you a sense of the upper half of the body, the vertical midline. And once you've got that, it's actually quite useful to touch the top of the crown of the head and to feel that. And once you've got that in place, just to rotate the shoulders, still focusing on the midline. And with this you can get a really clear sense of the spine all the way down to the sacrum and the coccyx at the base of the spine. And just by mobilizing the body, by moving it in this way, you're helping the awareness focus on that vertical axis. And actually, as you slow it down, you can kind of feel it more and more clearly. And then if you just allow the body to relax in quite an upright position, and to check that you've got the midline there, if you just very slightly move the body forwards or backwards, you can sometimes get a really clear sense of the energy of the midline going down to the ground. So if you're moving, the connection down to the ground moves with you as if it's a straight line. So you move to the right and it goes off to the left. You move to the left and it moves off to the right. So it's quite helpful even imagining that and just moving very slightly to see if you can feel like a plumb line going down into the ground. It's as if the vertical midline continues down through the tailbone to the ground, and you may even have a sense of it going up slightly from the top of your head. Once you've got this, I'd like you to focus on your ears, and I'm not specifically asking you to focus on tinnitus or anything like that. It's really just a sense of the ears. If you just touch your ears and see if you can feel how close together they feel or how far apart they feel. Even just running your fingers around the edge of the ears kind of really brings it into your awareness. And see if you can get a sense of the horizontal cross going from ear to ear. It very roughly follows the auditory pathways, and it's a real level of hearing. Your ears are here listening outwards, and see if you can feel a sense of that connection going across the center of your head from ear to ear. and just get a sense of how that feels to you. Whether it feels like an open, clear space. Does it feel like there's any pressure pushing in or pushing out? Does it feel like this horizontal axis can link into the vertical axis up and down? Sometimes it can feel like you have a central drain pipe or clear space, and the experience of the ears can connect into that clear space. And sitting with this, just see if you can get a sense of the physical structures of the ear, the temporal bones, the side of the head, and the sense of the information, the energy, the electrical impulses, anything in your experience in between this space. It doesn't matter what kind of impressions you have. You may get images, colours, pictures, feelings, energies. It's just really helpful to have this central experience and focus, and from this vertical midline expand your awareness to include the auditory level. So it's the shape of a cross with the hearing on the horizontal level. When I do focusing with people, we have found this to be a very helpful space of awareness to work from. It creates a sense of freeing things up, opening things up, and it allows any energetic build-up in this area to kind of release and free up through this central channel. I'm sharing with you. It's something that is best done in partnership with somebody else. Obviously, if you want to organise a focusing session with me, you're welcome to get in touch. You can find a local focusing group. They're all over the world, where you just sit with each other and you help orient each other to this experience, or whatever your body's manifesting, whatever you're noticing in the mind, whatever you're noticing in the energies on any level. It can be helpful.